Now really, when people put off building a website, it's either because they think it's going to be too expensive or they're worried that it's going to be too challenging. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create a website really easily that doesn't even have to cost you any money. The first step is setting up an account with Wix.com. You can find Wix by either doing a quick Google search, or I'm going to leave a link to Wix in the video description below. After you've created your account with Wix, the next step is they're going to try and find the right look and feel and template that's going to be most relevant for the kind of website that you want to create. So you just want to pick the category that makes the most sense for you. In this case, I'm going to select blog because it's going to show the most general templates that are going to be relevant to the most amount of people. So in this case, I'm going to start with the Wix editor, which is very simple and easy to use. And then we're going to get in here where we're actually going to pick the template and look and feel for our site. This is hands down the reason why Wix is so powerful, because when they're giving you these templates, this is the starting point for your website. So instead of having to create absolutely everything from scratch, Wix is already setting you up with a really professional looking website. All you have to do is modify it to suit your own personal individual needs. In other words, it's going to take you a lot less time to just make changes on something that's already working than it would be to create something completely from scratch. You also have to love the variety that Wix is giving you here, because you can pick really simple look and feels like this extreme blog, or you can pick more complicated themes that are more article based here. But whatever your purpose is, you can find a template that's going to suit your needs. Now, if you didn't want to create a blog like we're looking at here, you're going to notice that you do have other categories. So if you want to create a photography site, maybe for your family albums, or if you want to create a site geared around music, or you have your online store, you're going to find a good look and feel template that's going to be suitable for your purpose. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use one of these templates in the blogger category to create a website really easily. So now that we've picked our look and feel, we have our starting point that we're going to be using to build this website. The next stage is using the drag and drop editor to make changes to the original template. Now to do this, all you have to do is hover over anything that you want to change. So let's say I don't want to have the book lover here. I would just need to highlight this, click on it, and then I can actually go in here and change the size of the font. I can change the font itself. I can make it bold, I can make it italics. Any of the changes that you would expect to be able to make, you can do those changes directly on the website itself, which is what makes Wix so unbelievably user-friendly and easy for anybody to use. So I'm going to delete the title, The Book Lover, and I'm going to replace it with Traveling to Thailand. In the next few minutes, you're going to see how easy it is to transition a template into your own personal website. So right now I'm going to adjust the text here. I'm going to change the font because I don't really like that much. I'm going to make it Tahoma, which I really like. I'm going to get rid of this italics. I'm going to put down here by Brendan Mace, so I can make this blog authored by myself. After I have my title in there, I have it by Brendan Mace. Now I can go around changing the look and modifying this to be suitable to my content. So what I want to do here is I have this background image. When I double click on this background image, or any image for that matter, Wix is going to take me to this image editor where I have two different options. I can either pick one of the stock images that Wix provides for you. All of these images are really professional, so if you can find one that's fitting for what you want to use it for, then you can use these stock images for your site and they'll work very well. Your other option is that you can click on the upload images and you can actually take a picture that you own from your computer. In this case, I'm going to be using one of my own images, which is a travel picture from Thailand, and I'm going to upload it into my Wix website. Once it's finished uploading, you just want to click on the apply button to actually add it into your website. So after messing around with this for a few minutes, you should be able to get the look and feel that you want. Now, for example, I don't really like this red color that's the background for my site title. So if I wanted to change that, instead of clicking on the middle, which is going to allow me to edit the text here, what I need to do is I got to click this box in a way that it's actually going to select the container. You can actually see the text that Wix provides for you. So when I'm hovered over the center here, it says that I'm going to be editing the text. You can see that text coloration that comes up here, right? But if I go outside of the text, then it's going to say the container box. Well, in this case, I want to edit the container box. So I want to double click when the container box is showing. So when I double click when the container box is showing, it's going to give me the option to modify that background color in particular. Now in this case, the red color doesn't do it for me, so instead I want to switch over to this blue color, which my opinion goes much better with the background image and looks a lot more professional. Anytime that you make significant changes to your website that you're proud of, you want to go to the top right here and click on this save button. That way you won't lose any of your progress that you make as you're creating your website. To create the rest of your site, because this is your home page and the header for your website, we actually have options to create individual blog posts, and Wix has also provided templates for those as well. So in this case, we can actually hover over any of these posts and click on Manage Posts. Inside of our Post Manager, we have two different options. We can either edit existing templates that are already here, or we can create brand new posts from scratch. Now if you want the shortcut, again, you could just use one of these templates that's already done and click on the edit button. That's going to take you to an editor that's specific for this post. The editor is very easy to use, similar to the site editor that we were just on. If you want to change any of this text, you just highlight the text and you can make text bold, italics, underline. You can highlight the text, and of course you can erase and replace the text with whatever text that you want to use for your site. After you have your text in there, to change images, exact same as before. So because I'm talking about Bangkok here, I would want to have an image of Bangkok. So I can either double click this image that's already in there, or I can create a new image by clicking on this button above. So if I double click this image, you're going to notice it's the exact same editor as before. I would just click on this upload button and actually go to my photo of Bangkok. And once it's uploaded, I'm going to click on the apply button and I'm going to get that picture of Bangkok right into my post. You are 100% not limited by the template that you are given. Any of these things you can move around, so I can move the image up further, I can move the image lower if I wanted to, so I can move any of these elements around. I can also add anything that I want, whether it's an image, video, GIF file, or anything that you can add by HTML code if you're more advanced. You can definitely customize this page however you want. Once you've added everything that you want, then you just click on the update post and it's going to be saved into your site. You're going to notice that the changes that I made for that individual post is automatically reflected on my homepage, which is a really cool feature of Wix, is that you really just work on one thing at a time and automatically it's going to propagate those changes across your entire website. Once you feel comfortable with the website that you have created, you want to click on this publish button at the top right of your page. By default, Wix is going to publish your site on a subdomain, which is not terrible if you just want a site for your own personal use. But if you're trying to create a professional site to sell some kind of product or service, then you definitely will want to have your own domain name. In order to have your own branded domain connected to your Wix account, all you have to do is click on this Upgrade Now button. This will take you to the upgraded membership options that you have for Wix. The one that I personally own is the unlimited version. However, you really want to pick the plan that's the best fit for the site that you want to create. The best piece of advice that I can give for you though is if you intend to actually make some money and have a successful website, you 100% do want to have your own professional domain connected to your site, so you should at least get one of these plans. But whether you decide to upgrade your plan or not, Wix is a very powerful editor that will allow you to create a full professional website in just a few minutes. It doesn't have to take